Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2019, and I'm here today for my 1 year, 23 week, or 75 week post-op VSG update. To start off with stats, again, my name is Grace. I am 5'8", 28 years old, and on January 2nd, 2018, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG weight loss surgery. My highest weight ever recorded was 354 pounds in May of 2017, and I was required by my insurance to do a 6-month medically supervised weight loss diet, and over the course of that 6 months, I lost 35 pounds, so my starting weight day of surgery was 319 pounds. Last week, I came at you with a weight of 189 even, and this morning, I weighed in at 190 even, so that is a weekly gain of 1 pound, a loss since surgery of 129 pounds, and a loss since my highest weight of 164 pounds. Our gain, no one's ever happy about a gain, but I'm not mad at it either. A few things. So I was actually hovering pretty much around 189 until a few days ago, and what happened, so I was at 189, and then on Sunday, I A, went out to eat and ate a lot of sodium, and B, hurt my back. And that is, the next morning is when I saw the jump, and it has actually gone down a little bit since then, but it's still higher than I want. But I don't know if it's the sodium retention. I also had carbs that day, but I've been kind of having carbs more frequently than not these days, while still staying within my calorie range. But I actually think most of it is probably from my back. I feel like I am, I don't know if it's retaining water. I feel like when I'm having this kind of tension, this pain, it's just like inflammation maybe that is causing my weight to flex up. I almost feel like I feel heavy, like my back feels heavier. And I don't know, it could just all be in my head, but it's a 1 pound fluctuation. I'm fine with it. But what I'm not fine with is my back, which hurts, and it's not fun. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you will have you will know that I've had issues with my lower back for a long time now, and it will periodically flare. I think since surgery, I have had 1, maybe 2 flares. I know I for sure had one like a month and a half after surgery, and I think I might have little twinges after that, but nothing, I think, quite as bad as this one. And it's definitely not, it could be worse. It has been worse before, but it is not really fun. So that's been a thing. It has, I talk about it in my 75 hard vlog that will be coming out in a couple of days. I also filmed a what I eat in a day video the day I hurt my back, so I talk about it then. But it's definitely going to be, it impacts my 75 hard. The fact that I have to work out twice a day for 45 minutes and my back hurts is just a new challenge, but we're getting it done. Let's see, what else did I do this past week? I went on a hike. Thankfully, I did that on Saturday before I hurt my back. This is the first hike I've gone on with my roommate, who is the person who is going with me to Machu Picchu. So we thought we should probably get some more hiking in. So we went to a hike, and that was really nice. It's kind of fun, cool, interesting. I don't know. Weird. Maybe weird is the term. To realize like I'm fitter than people, which has never been the case in my entire life. My roommate is not particularly like athletic, but she's like a normal sized person, right? Like thin to normal, and has been her entire life, but she has never been particularly athletic. She walks a lot, but she doesn't enjoy the gym. She doesn't like weightlifting, she doesn't run. So, I've been more active than her in that respect since surgery. And so, it was interesting to note, to like do something like hiking where like we stopped. I didn't ever feel, when we stopped, like I never felt like I needed to stop. And I am sure that I would have had to stop at some point, but because she was needing to stop more than I needed to, like I never got to a point where I'm like really felt like I was fully exerting myself, which in some ways was kind of frustrating for me. Which was, again, another weird thing, just a weird thing to be in a situation where I am not the least capable or fit person. Particularly when I'm around, like, I wasn't with someone who is overweight or like struggling with weight in any way. She just doesn't hike, you know, and I've been on, this is like my fourth hike this year. And, you know, I regularly lift weights. Like I've been regularly walking like the big hills around my work every day. So, I mean, I've been getting in a lot of practice. So, I mean, it's definitely just, it's like a sort of bizarro situation to be with someone who is not like overweight and still be not the least fit person, if that makes sense. So that was weird. Let's see, I've also been doing my personal training sessions I've talked about. I had another one of those last week, and I have another one on Saturday, and I am really debating, I might cancel it because if my back I don't know if my back's going to be healed enough, and I don't know that I want to waste a session. I think I'm going to ask her what she thinks, because on the one hand, I'm like, maybe it would be good to figure out, like a good weight routine to do while my back, like that does not put strain on my back. But on the other hand, I'm not entirely sure that's very possible or like ideal. And in that case, I don't want to waste one of my personal training sessions when I can't like maximize. But I think I'm going to give it like another couple of days and see how I'm feeling. But I am really liking the personal training. I've been debating on if I want to keep doing it. I think it's about $60 for a 1 hour session going forward. I got it when it was kind of on a deal for the first 3. And yeah, I'm kind of debating it. Maybe I'll do it like once a month. I don't know. We'll see. But that's something I'm thinking about. Oh, another weird thing that happened to me was a couple of days ago, I was leaving my apartment, and we have these next door neighbors. And the woman said something. She was like, and she English is her second language, so I wasn't like quite sure I was understanding what she was asking, but she was saying like, oh, did your sister used to live here? And I was a little bit confused because like my sister did for like 2 weeks live with us several years ago and like visits. So at first I thought maybe she was asking like, oh, like, where's your sister? And then I realized, I was like, well, I think what she's saying is like, because I've lost weight. So I was like, well, it could have, I mean, are you talking about me? Like I've lost a lot of weight. And she was like, and that was clearly the thing. So this woman like didn't recognize me. Like she could tell that I looked enough like my old self, that she thought we were related, but she thought I was my sister. So that was kind of funny. It's just weird because so many of the people that I interact with now have seen me losing the weight and like are either aware of the weight loss or by now are used to it, right? Because I've definitely been losing weight still since the new year, but I would say in the past 6 months, holy shit, 6 months. Wow. Okay. That it is June. I would say really in the past 6 months, I mean, I have lost like 10 pounds as of right now. You know, I've lost not that much, which on my frame, 10 pounds now is much more significant than it was when I was at 320 pounds, but it's still not a significant amount. So it's like people have gotten used to kind of what I look like now, but there are obviously still people out there. I'm kind of curious because I have my high school reunion next month, so I have not been posting much. I don't post much on my non-weight loss related social media accounts. I just like never have. It's not my thing. And so I do post occasionally, more on my private Instagram than on my Facebook. And I don't usually, so like I don't know that I've really posted many, if any, full body photos of myself on Facebook. I think there have been a few that I've been like tagged in that other people have posted, but not very many. So I've certainly not made it. I haven't done a big announcement. I've talked about how I'm not hiding the surgery, like I'm not a secret sleever, but I'm also not broadcasting it either, particularly to the random people on my Facebook, because it's a weird assortment of individuals. So I'm curious and apprehensive about the high school reunion. I also will potentially be going to my cousin's wedding in October. I say potentially because I'm still trying to figure out my Machu Picchu dates, and so there might be overlap there, but if not, then I'll probably go. And that's also, I say maybe because I haven't seen this particular cousin. I haven't talked to him. Not even just seen. I haven't spoken to him in any way in over 11 years. So I just feel like it's weird to show up at his wedding, but you know, whatever. But it will be interesting if I do go, because it'll be my whole family and my extended family. And other than my grandparents, who I visited in February, none of them have seen me since I've lost weight. And weight has always been a particular thing with that side of the family. All of them, with the exception of my sister and I, are fit, not even just thin, but like athletic, very fit. You know, my dad runs marathons, my cousins hike mountain, you know, climb mountains. They're all very, very fit, and we were not. And that was, a thing. And so I kind of, it makes me, like, their happiness with my weight loss makes me uncomfortable, because it feels very, it just feels weird, you know, like, I try to be gracious and be like, I understand that, like, your concern was because for my health, but you all know, like, as a fat person, it doesn't feel like it's for my health. It never felt like it was for my health. It felt like I was reflecting badly on this family of beautiful, fit people. And now it's like just my sister who is big. And on top of that, like, I've always fit in with them in terms of personality, but she very much does not. So she's always been kind of the black sheep, who both in looks and personality is very different from my family. And I also just feel guilty going there, and I know it's not my problem really, but it again, it makes me uncomfortable because I feel like they use my weight loss as a weapon against her, and that is not why I did it, and I don't appreciate being like something that I did for myself being used to harm someone else, you know, like it's used as this sort of, you're next, like, you know, your sister was able to get her life together, why can't you? And like that, I'm not okay with that, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable, and like I don't want you to turn this thing that, like, for me has been such a positive experience of losing the weight and make it into something mean-spirited, you know? Wow. So we really just, like, took this whole video down, my back, my family. Anyways, so yeah, that has been the past week. My best friend from high school is coming to stay with me for a week on Sunday, so that will be interesting. She was like, am I going to be able to film things for you? So she's very excited about potentially filming things, so you might see her in a video, I don't know. And I'm curious. So I was like I've been trying to get her to be, like, very explicit about things, because I've got the 75 hard, so I have to really plan, both for meals and for workouts. And you know, she's like, I'll just eat whatever you're eating for your diet. And I'm like, you don't understand, like, I meal prep and I eat the same exact thing for lunches and for dinners all week, and I don't eat all that much, so I don't make all that much. And I'm like, I'm just, like, very anal about it, especially now that I'm doing the 75 hard. And so I'm just like, we can't just do what I'm doing, you know, like, I don't think you understand what I do is probably not gonna work for you. Anyways, it should be fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope that June is treating you well, and I will talk to you all very soon.